Hey everyone, Jesse from the Lich Corporation. We are a channel dedicated to discussing roleplay games. Today, I wanted to shine a spotlight on a cool project that may interest a lot of tabletop players. I'd like to start off by saying I am not sponsored in any way. I actually approached the creator of this project to make this video because I thought what they were producing was really cool. I also have exclusive information, so stay tuned. Dretelia is a unique, high fantasy setting. The planet has an internal dysfunction, which is contrasted by the surface, which is vibrant and beautiful. Dretelia's denizens, Dretelians, have developed magitech to keep the arcane powers of the world balanced. Dretelia's sickness has already brought it to the brink of collapse before. In fact, Dretelia is a cloned planet. Its prime planet looms in the sky as a terrifying reminder of what Dretelia will become if the balance is not maintained. The things to expect in this world are the waning and waxing of magical energies of the internal sections of the planet to have drastic effects on the surface. What really sold me on this project was the idea of land waves, which will cause absolute devastation to civilizations on the surface. But the cities with magitech have developed arcane domes to protect against these happenings. Now, as a biologist, I ask myself, what sorts of creatures or monsters would be able to survive in such a hostile environment? Only the most horrifying and gorgeous of creatures that the author calls behemoths. These are action-oriented monsters with bestial and environmental actions, similar to legendary and layer actions. There'll also be multiple stat blocks of these behemoths, so your party can interact with them at every tier level. The Dretelia setting contains 30 major cities, 5 playable species, 12 new subclasses, new game mechanics, and plenty more. My favorite new species detailed so far are the Afflorum. And no, it's not just because I'm a plant scientist. They are a living plant species born from arcane bloom fonts. They are magically infused and can change based on what arcane bloom fonts they encounter. They are clones of each other and born without uniqueness. Each individual Afflorum must figure out their place in the world. I see a ton of roleplay potential in these species. The author and I discussed one of the new subclasses, the Persistent One Fighter. They are briefly described in the project as a fighter subclass who shrugs off pain that would normally cripple others. Drew, the author, explained this idea is loosely based off his own battle with chronic pain. He wanted to turn the idea of someone who is constantly hurting into the determined hero fantasy trope. Because this fighter is accustomed to hurting all the time, they are accustomed to fear, so he gave this subclass immunity to fear. The rest of the subclass is based around using hit dice in creative ways to stabilize and stay alive after hits that would take out most other fighters. The idea of a tankier fighter is awesome in my book. Can't wait to see it. I absolutely love how Drew really leans into his experiences and vulnerabilities and elegantly puts them into his writing. He explained to me that 90% of his day he is bedridden, but he is determined to do this amazing project while dealing with chronic fatigue syndrome. It's incredible and I really do admire him. Now, I wanted to discuss some critiques on the project and what I like and don't like. The first is formatting of the teaser PDF is not the best. I think it needs more boxes, separations, boldings, and other formatting features just to clean it up a bit. I'm not too worried because it's just the teaser PDF and I'm sure the actual book will be cleaned up in the editing process. Second, this project has launched on Kickstarter before and it failed. There weren't enough backers, and so the project needed to be relaunched. I think the main culprit of this is the fact that there is no community for the setting. I really hope that there will be a Discord server or Reddit page or Facebook page or something so that nerds like me can communicate with other nerds who are interested in this vision to spread the excitement. Third, there is only one author, Drew. He is doing all the work and will be hiring freelance artists to illustrate. That is a lot of work for one person, and there is no team to bounce ideas off of or other writers to reel him back in on far-fetched of ideas. But that is also one of the best things about this project. There is no one to reel him in on crazy, awesome ideas. And I think that is exactly what this genre of high fantasy is all about. I read a ton of media, and it seems like original ideas are kind of difficult to find. Some authors still do amazing work with non-original ideas, but what Drew is presenting feels new in the tabletop RPG space. And that is the reason I supported his project in the first place. I'm also really excited because this is a small-time creator taking on a huge project. I think we need more third-party projects like these, and supporting small creators keeps the tabletop RPG community vibrant and healthy. I genuinely believe in this project, and I cannot wait to receive the book and to be inspired by all the amazing concepts Drew will present. If you'd like to support the Kickstarter, check it out in the link below. There may be delays in the production of this book, as with most Kickstarters these days, but I am confident Drew will overcome those challenges and be the persistent one. Have a good one.